Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum yesterday reached my upside target range that I communicated in the video. We were observing yesterday morning. I was last ETH video, the price was here, and I highlighted to you. Well, ideally, to really get a solid 5-wave move to the upside, I'd like to see one more high into this region between 3,569 and 3,598. So technically speaking, we have a full impulse to the upside, which is great. I am naturally skeptical that a low has formed until I see basically the price form a healthy B wave, a higher low in this support region, which hasn't changed. It's between 3,411 and 3,502. And then from there, a C wave rally could obviously start. Okay, so as I mentioned a few days ago already, a couple of days, Friday, I mentioned the wave count to the downside is full. So be aware a bounce could occur from here. Of course, we need a first signal, right? And that was a break above initial resistance, which happened. And now it actually formed a 5-wave move up. So, you know, we can start to lean towards further upside, but I can only help you understand, you know, what is support now. So support is between here, 3,411 and 3,502. But I'm not convinced yet that really a top is in place, okay? I'm not convinced yet that a top is in place. I mean, it's possible wave A topped. That would be the ideal path, but markets sometimes, they don't follow the ideal path. The thing is, the decline was in 3 waves. That technically leaves the door open for further upside extensions, right? And it could just grow into a larger impulse. So we can say, okay, possibly the A wave never finished. That just has to, I mean, we are here on the 15-minute chart. It's a bit ridiculous. So this is micro counting, okay? It's adhered very nicely to it, but it is always possible that there are, you know, a few 1-2 setups hidden here. Sometimes they are reliable, sometimes not. Well, that actually makes it unreliable. Just want to say that it's possible that this 5th never finished, and then the 3rd would sit here. This would be a wave 4 triangle, you know, something like that. And that could send us higher, obviously. So therefore, I'm not convinced yet that it topped. It would be ideal to come down now in a B wave, but you know, it's I don't know. I don't have the feeling it's topped yet. It just hasn't given me, or it's not about the feeling. It's about, look how crystal clear that 3-wave decline was. And if we have a 3-wave decline, well, that actually indicates that we could see one more high. Okay, it just always keeps the door open for higher. It also looks a bit like a bullish pennant, a triangle pattern, which is constrained here by these trend lines. So what I will do, I will take that target area, which was reached here, see nice reaction, take that off the chart. We don't need that anymore. But it's possible that this A wave is still unfolding one more high. Okay, the support area would then change slightly. If we move higher, you see that it will always move. It will travel with the price. But still, you know, that's at the moment the support region. Until I'm convinced I need to add a different support region. So at the moment, it's just a moving support region. And if we get a break below the Saturday low at 3,535, well, that would be further confirmation that the B wave is unfolding, because then we could say, okay, maybe this is A, and then A, B, C. Small triangle, and then we come down like that, right? This is sort of, this would be, let's say, the ideal pathway now, because we have an initial 5-wave move up. I'm now watching for a 3-wave pullback. That doesn't mean the 3-wave pullback has started. In fact, we have an initial small 3-wave pullback, but that always, you know, had this been 5 waves in wave A, that would be clearer. And I would say, yep, okay, let's see if the B wave is unfolding. Now it's possible. Skeptical, and I will need a confirmation. I need a break below that Saturday low to have a further, let's say, further confidence that we're now coming down in wave C of B. Until then, I would definitely like to keep the door open for higher prices. Okay, that's, I think, how we need to play this. Being, let's say, on the side of caution, because we know that we could be at the top locally, but not getting, let's say, short-term bearish until that Saturday low is taken out. Now, this is, of course, an assessment of the microstructure, but really nothing else changed. Okay, so this, if you zoom out a bit, this really looks like one more high now and one more upside extension. but we'll see which direction it breaks out. Pay attention to these trend lines. Either way, for anybody who's not so interested in the short term, now support is at 3,411. Next upside target range to watch 3,619 to 3,670. Further upside extensions possible, but there's also the previous wave 4 swing high, so that could act as resistance area and level here at around 3,650, which is in that next upside target area. So let's see. I mean, the idea is still that we are watching, well, I'm still watching for higher anyway. Ideally from here, yes. Ideally the low is in, but it could always get one more low. Sometimes Bitcoin and Ethereum, they move away from each other a little bit, they depart from each other a bit. ETH BTC has slightly turned to the upside as well. But even here, one more low wouldn't be a disaster. So if ETH, for example, now came down, broke below the support level, then there's more support in the larger box at 3,337 and 3,208. And I could still explore the idea of a wider wave 4 correction with one more high to come still. But obviously below that box, we're heading into the lower support region and will likely test the April and May lows. That would also not be bearish, would just be a different structure, as explained over the last few days. But I think for today, the parameters we've discussed here are very relevant. And the next parameters to watch are this micro support area and the upper target area. And this looks a bit like a pennant. So it really is. It doesn't make sense to guess which direction it's breaking out. There are some trend lines, so watch the trend lines and yeah, just follow the parameters on the chart. So not looking bad, it's looking good because this is already a 5-wave move up. Even with one more high, we could count it as a 5-wave move up, just in an extension. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.